Taxi driver Nicholson Rambo Webster is alleging discrimination against him and other taxi drivers who are unvaccinated. He is speaking specifically to a job which he and others have been performing on behalf of Ross University, transporting incoming students from the RLB International Airport to the school for almost a year. He said he was notified by the Ministry of Tourism last week that as of Friday, June 4th, only taxi drivers who are vaccinated will be allowed to serve at the airport.
Ministry of Tourism sent me an email on the 1st of June stating in order for any tour operator who is travel approved to work at the Robert Llewellyn-Batcha International Airport must provide proof that they are vaccinated. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that means if you didn't take the vaccine, you would not be able to work. So this is force. You're forcing people to take a vaccine in order for them to work. I cannot support the government or anybody who is forcing people to work. The bullying must stop.
Rambo said he and others have a right to work at the airport, especially seeing he did all the modifications inside his bus as required by the authorities.
We had to outfit our buses with dividers in the form of plastic. We had to have gloves on our buses, face masks, garbage bins, paper towels, first aid kit, fire extinguishers, in order for us to be certified and get the travel approved sticker to go on the bus in order for us to operate at the airport. Now the funny thing about that is that the buses that we use to work at the airport that we had to get approved, we cannot use those buses to work at the airport on a normal day when they had the regular taxi service going on.
Why?
Because the tourism has disenfranchised us. You can even call it discrimination against what we local people call the coasters.
Aggrieved taxi driver said he was not being required by Ross University to be vaccinated to provide the transportation services. He's calling on the authorities to address his concern.
We are an independent country. In an independent country, we have independent thinkers. And it doesn't mean that because someone doesn't agree with your narrative that you must marginalize them or force anything on them. So I think this attitude where you're bullying people in one part of your mouth and then the other part of your mouth you're saying that you don't support any injustice against people. I mean, it's just not right.
The government has been urging those working in the hospitality sector, including taxi drivers, to get vaccinated ahead of the planned reopening of the country's borders. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.